Namaste. Friends, I want to let you know about Indian spirituality and Hinduism. I want to say some facts. I want to take to a journey of spirituality and how you can attain spirituality and attain the ultimate. Attaining spirituality is one thing, and attaining moksha or mukti or release from birth after birth is another thing. Friends, being spirituality is understanding the impermanence of human body and the things around us. Being spirituality or being spiritual means to attain a level wherein you have been free from love, hatred, and all the vicars of your body, mind, and soul. Self realization is attaining the level wherein you are free from the karmic and have seen and realized the feeling of soul within you. And when you realize that the soul within you and your body is different, your body is physical and is made of Panch Tattva, the five elements: earth, fire, water, air, and the matter. When you meditate in a deep subconscious mind, you achieve the feeling that the body is separate from your soul. You also get a feeling of your soul and the impermanence of the body. The body is impermanent. The body is changing. Even science has proved that body has been changing since long. See, I'm not wearing any kind of dress code for the sadhu or the sannyasi dress code, but still, being Atma Sakshatkari, being spiritual and attaining some level in spirituality doesn't mean that you have to dress yourself this way or that way, or you will be preaching somebody, or you will be a big Mahatma, being sant in front of people. It's not always true that all those Mahatmas and sants who appear in front of people and call themselves as self-realized and that they have seen the soul and they recite Sanskrit slokas about Bhagavatam and other Shastras. It doesn't prove that they are spiritual. For being spiritual and for attaining the stage of moksha, relief from the birth, you have to meditate and realize your soul first. There are different stages wherein you can do this. For achieving this level, you will have to first close your eyes, be silent, and be within yourself. You'll have to observe your thoughts. You'll have to observe the surroundings. You'll have to concentrate to the level wherein it becomes a habit. And one day you will be able to realize that your senses, what commands your senses are giving you. But you have to ignore them. Ignoring in the sense you have to just observe them, that what your senses are demanding. Once you start observing, you will be able to control them. When you can observe the impermanence, for example, if you can observe and if you can realize that the food that you eat is not good or bad, it's the tongue. And the taste buds, if your taste buds are in proper order, if you are healthy, If you are not sick, then you'll be able to enjoy or relish the taste of food. Otherwise, you won't be able to relish the taste of food, correct? So, if you want to really enjoy your food and enjoy your life, then you have to be detached from it, because life is full of miseries. There are many people who are stressed up and in the mid of miseries, and at the end, even our enjoyments result into miseries because we are obsessed with them. Once we are without it, we feel bad. Once we are without somebody whom we love or whom we are attached to, we feel bad. So the thing is that we are obsessed with them, we are attached with them with the raga. And those who are having some hatred about anybody, those who have felt bad about something, or those who have been insulted by somebody, or those who have felt bad in some kind of situation, will try to run away from it, and it will produce the dvesha element in their subconscious mind. Now we have to be away from both this. We cannot be judgmental whether this is good or whether this is bad. We cannot be obsessed. We cannot give birth to hatred in our subconscious mind about anything. Every religion, every human being is having his own belief. Every religion is true in his own way. Every human is having his belief due to his own experiences, due to his position. He could be rajas, he could be tamasic, he could be sattvic. A sattvic is a purest form of a human being, wherein he would be free from all kind of vices. He would be addiction free, he would be obeying basic rules that humans follow, humans should follow. He would be obeying the Shastras, he would be eating in a manner which is not like animals and which is different from animals. He will have exercise control over his habits. So sattvics are different from tamasics, and tamasics are different from rajasic. So all these prakrutis are there. So every human, according to his psyche, will observe the things around him and will comment accordingly. There would be some people who will be finding one thing in one way, and the same scene would be analyzed in a different manner by a different person whose own subconscious or own mindset is different. So it's the perspective where you see, and is how you see the things in the world. Being spiritual means realizing your own self and gaining what you are to gain as a human. You're not here to amass a lot of wealth or harm anybody else. You should be non-violent. You should speak truth, because that will reduce your karmas. If you are non-violent in your speech, if you are non-violent in your behavior, then you won't be affecting anybody else. You won't be disturbing anybody else's peace, and you won't produce hatred your about you in the minds of other people. So being non-violent, you won't have any enemies. You will have friends everywhere. So being non-violent, you reduce your karmas and the reasons for reincarnations. So if you want to be free from reincarnations, be non-violent. Be truthful. If you want to, if you know that what are the effects, what are the side effects of telling false, you would have realized till date. Even as a child, you had been told not to tell lies and to tell only the truth. Why? Because truth is the behavior of soul. It's the characteristic of a soul. Your soul is very true and very near to the truth. What is truth? Truth is soul, and body is false. The sansar is false. The world is false. Why the world is false? Whatever world we see is behind positions, behind satisfying their senses. So the sensual satisfaction never ends. You never get satiated with all the wealth in the world. You never get satiated with all the food on the earth. You never get satiated with all the women on earth. So, human desires are unlimited, and man, at the time of his death, also has many desires, and he repents that these desires have been left unfulfilled by him. So, he is ignorant, he is not knowledgeable. A knowledgeable person knows that his body and his senses would always crave for things, but he has to exercise control on the senses. He has to limit himself in terms of desires and cravings. If he exercises control over these cravings, then he can master his body, he can master the soul and attain and be nearer to the soul. Those people who are nearer to the soul, they are very true to heart, very kind, and they will realize the soul in one day or another. They will also be able to see the Father, the Paramatma, the God someday, because they are true to heart, and all because they would be true from inside. They will be able to realize God, they will be able to see God someday. They'll go nearer to Paramatma. Now, how do we attain this? It's a tough question. How do we attain the moksha? How we attain the nirvana? Is to be free from nirvana, from thought. How do we achieve the thoughtless situation? We are stressed with a lot of things today. We've got lost a lot of occupations these days. We got involved in many different kind of tasks. We have been tangled into pieces. How do we control ourselves when we have been offered so much things? When we have been motivated by some things? When the society around us is running after wealth, running after positions, when we are comparing ourselves with other counterparts? So how do we do that? We can exercise control over our senses via meditation. When you meditate, you realize the inner self. You realize, you can see from inside that how my body is changing, how my body is not constant, and how my body is deteriorating moment by moment. How one day I will be finished and everybody is going to die. One day I will be dying. Everybody will on this earth who is possessing everything or not will be dying. Every desire of yours will be dying one day. Every need of yours will be dying one day. If you are happy today, it's possible that you won't be happy tomorrow. If you are possessing everything today, it may be possible that you won't possess it after your 50 years or 60 years or whatever. It's nothing is permanent. Happiness and sadness both are two faces of a coin. One day you are happy, other day you will be sad. So nothing is constant. So never react. Never react what is happening in your body, whatever is happening. If you're getting pain in the body, don't react to it. Just observe. Just observe the scene. Close your eyes, concentrate on your breath, and just observe. Just observe the breath. Just observe the breath. Just observe your thoughts from a spectator, like a spectator who is watching a cricket match, watching a football match. Just watch yourself. When you watch yourself, you'll also come to know yourself. Once you know yourself, you also know in which situations you become angry and why you become angry. What is that desire that's being unfulfilled that makes you angry? And that way, by observing yourself, you will get rid of your angriness. You will also be able to get rid of all other things. First of all, you need to be, you should, you should leave your addictions. You need to be free from addictions. How do you do that? Just meditate. Just close your eyes in the morning. Just follow the discipline. Follow your soul. Your soul doesn't need anything. Body even doesn't need anything except the basic food, water, shelter. Your body doesn't need much more things like high five gadgets or cars or travel. Nothing. It's all from inside. The cravings that you are satisfying, and the craving gets still bigger. One day you satisfy the craving, other day it becomes still bigger. You satisfy that bigger craving, the next day it becomes still bigger. So it never ends. Today we don't eat food, we eat gourmet. We eat different kind of dishes. We don't eat what is the basic need of our stomach. That is creating problems. A lot of people on this earth who are without food, water. Still, we eat a lot of stuff, even which is not necessary for us. So we should limit what we eat. Second thing, we should limit what we speak. We should think and speak. We are blurting out anything in a day, out, in and out. Become angry at any time. We are whimsical in thoughts. So that way it harms others. We should be polite. We should be smiling. That way we are creating friendship, friends. If we harm somebody and if we keep the feeling of revenge in our mind, then we can never succeed in this world or the other world. Not even in spirituality, you cannot be successful if you have revenge, the dvesha in your mind. You should forget and forgive. Forget everything. Ask everybody to forgive you. You yourself forgive everybody. And be at peace. Be at peaceful mind. Search for peace. Don't go for bodily cravings. Search for peace. Go after peace. It's enough for the day. Thank you. Om Shanti.